not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Alexis, and today I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy way to bleach your wig and also color your wig using a wine red, burgundy red semi-permanent hair color. But before I get into that, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate any support, and I'd love to hear your feedback as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. I got this hair from Amazon from a brand called YZ Grace. This is a 13 by 6 body wave lace front wig, and it's 16 inches. I thought it was a pretty affordable price. I paid about $116 for this. I'll be sure to link everything down in the description box below. Overall, I thought the hair was packaged very nicely. It came in this cute purple satin bag. It came with some lashes and I think some stickers. The wig was wrapped in like protective packaging as well. The hair was soft, it was shiny, and I didn't see any shedding coming right out of the pack. So overall, my first impression of this hair was great. I also purchased a single 16-inch bundle that I'm going to sew into this wig for added volume. The wig by itself was already pretty full, but personally I just like to add volume where I can, so I'm just going to sew in this bundle in between the tracks on the wig. I also got this bundle from Amazon. I paid about $22 for this, and I'll be sure to link that in the description box below. Alright, now for the fun part. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to bleach your wig in no time. So to do this, I'm going to be using a fake bleach bath method. And what you'll need for this is some L'Oreal Quick Blue Extra Strength Bleach, some Salon Care 30 Volume Developer in Clear, and also some Cream of Nature Argan Oil Shampoo. To start off, I'm going to pour my clear 30 volume developer into the container. The reason that I'm using clear developer rather than the regular white developer is because I want to be able to see how fast the hair is processing. Using a clear developer rather than white allows you to actually see the hair strands and actually see how light the hair is getting over time. Typically, using white developer makes the hair look lighter than what it actually is, so the clear developer is going to give me a better sense of where I am in terms of processing. I'm then going to follow that up with adding in about 4 scoops of that L'Oreal Quick Blue bleach, and I'm just going to mix that up all together. One thing that I've learned after watching a bunch of YouTube videos, especially Brad Mondo's videos, is that bleach does not lather. So that's why I'm going to squirt in a bit of that argan oil shampoo into this mixture to help me be able to spread that bleach mixture all throughout the hair. As you know, shampoo does lather, so adding in that drop of shampoo helps you to spread that bleach mixture all over the hair, get into the cracks and crevices, and get into each strand so that you get an even process overall. I let this wig sit in the tub for about 30 to 40 minutes. I didn't necessarily want to get a super yellow or light blonde. I really just needed to lift it to like an orange red or brassy type of blonde, if that makes sense. The reason for this is because that burgundy red or wine red color that we're going to be using, it'll overcome that oranginess or brassiness in the hair. So no need to worry about getting this to the lightest blonde that you can get. You can stop at like an orangey brassy color and you'll be just fine. here's the hair after about 30 minutes of processing, and as you can see, it's this honey golden brown color, which is about as light as I need this hair to lift. Remember, we're putting that burgundy red semi-permanent hair color over this orange, so that's going to be perfectly fine for what we're looking to do. It looks a little dark on camera because the hair is wet, but if I were to blow dry this out, you'll see how light this hair has gotten. Really, this method is so quick and simple and easy, and it takes no time. So yeah, I'm probably never going to individually like bleach each strand of hair myself ever again. I'm probably always going to do this method from here on out. Now I'm going to prep the hair for that watercolor method that we're using to get that burgundy red color. And to do this, I'm going to take my Got To Be Glued gel and spread that all over the lace as a layer of protection. This is going to help prevent me from staining my lace, and it's also going to help protect the knots on the lace that recently got bleached. So we're just going to hope and pray that my lace does not come out red after doing this watercolor method. So what I'll be using to achieve that wine red, burgundy red color is this Ador color number 342 burgundy red semi-permanent hair color that I got from my local beauty supply store. I also got this Kiss Colors semi-permanent hair color in red velvet from my local beauty supply store as a backup, just in case I didn't have enough of that Ador burgundy red color. I didn't end up using the Kiss Colors, but from the looks of it, it seems like it would have turned out the same if I did end up using it. Now I'm going to start pouring in my hot water, and I'm also going to mix in that Ador burgundy red hair color. You want to make sure that that color is mixed all the way into the water. You don't want to see any type of lumps because you want to make sure that you're getting an even process overall. When you start to dip your wig, make sure that you're separating the hair, that you're brushing that color through so that you're getting an even process as well. Alright, so here's the hair after that first color process. I did end up dipping this hair again because I wanted it to be slightly darker, but as you can see, it took to the color really well. I mean, the color was bomb to me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I wanted. But yeah, I did go ahead and dip it again just because the hair on the frontal seemed a bit lighter than the hair on the ends for some reason. So that's the only reason I did a second process. And then this is also the hair after a bit of plucking, but again, I did not do that second round of dipping just yet, so you can stay tuned for that. Alright, so it's the next day now, and I'm going to go ahead and start prepping myself for this wig install. As you can see, I do just have a wig cap over my braids. I already slicked back my edges, and I think for this tutorial I'm going to do the ball cap method. I don't usually do that, but we'll see how it turns out. Here's the wig after that second round of color The only thing about it is that the lace did get a little stained on that second round, which I'm kind of bummed out about, but it's all good. We're going to try to make it work. So now I'm just going to try on the wig and position it, make sure I still like it, and we'll go ahead and get into the install. So for this install, I am going to do the ball cap method. I don't usually do this for my installs, but since it's a colored wig, I wanted to make sure I had a good foundation. So I just went ahead and cleaned off my forehead with some alcohol, and I went ahead and just pulled my stocking cap all the way down. I cut out my ears just to make sure that, you know, I had some breathing room there. And then I'm going to take some Got2b glue blasting freeze spray and spray that all over the edges and start to kind of push the stocking cap into that hairspray with the back of my comb. Once I do that, I'm just going to blow dry it on cool, and I did that for about 10 minutes or so. Alright, so the ball cap is finally dry, and now I'm going to take my scissors and start cutting off the excess of the wig cap. I have not mastered this ball cap method just yet, so bear with me here. And I don't know if you all can see, but the edges of the ball cap are starting to lift up or roll up as well. So what I'm going to do to fix that is just take some additional freeze spray, spray that along the edges, and then take the back of my comb and smooth that down. So that way I'm making sure that I have a smooth transition from my, like my forehead into the ball cap.
Perfect.
Alright, so I cleaned the excess freeze spray off of my forehead, and now I'm just taking some makeup and spreading that all over the ball cap just to give, like I said, a nice transition from my skin to the ball cap. And like I mentioned earlier, the lace on my wig did get a little stained from that second round of coloring, so I'm also going to apply a decent amount of makeup on the lace. Alright, so now that that prep work is done, it's time to start prepping to lay that lace. So what I'm going to do is take some more alcohol and clean off any of that makeup that kind of got onto my forehead from prepping the bald cap. And then I'm going to position my wig and cut off any excess lace that I don't need. So really, excess lace tends to come in around your ears, so you'll see me part the hair and cut off a bit of lace around my ear to make sure that everything sits flush to my head. Alright, so it's time to add that glue, and today I'm going to be using my Ghost Bond glue that I got from my local beauty supply store, and I'm going to be applying about 3 thin layers. Now when I apply this glue, I'm making sure that I'm applying that partly to my bald cap and also my skin. You want to make sure that you're getting that glue on both surfaces so that you're giving your wig or that lace a nice amount of space to stick and lay. Now I'm going to start pulling that lace down onto the glue, and then I'm going to take my rat tail comb and use the teeth of the comb to kind of push the lace into the glue. I am going to do that gently, so you'll see me kind of combing through the edges. And also, don't mind me, I let this wig air dry. I was in such a rush and I didn't even think to comb through it before I started recording, so you'll see me brush through it now. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm just going to take that comb and kind of comb the edges of the lace back, which will help me push the lace into the glue. Now I'm just applying a little bit more of that Got To Be Glued spray to give it that final touch, and then I'm taking an elastic band and I'm going to tie that down. Now, in my last video I did not use an elastic band, and I have to say that the elastic band does make a difference as far as melting that lace. All right, so I'm back from letting that elastic band melt, and you all can see like that lace looks pretty good right now. Like it looks pretty good from what I can see, at least. I'm just kidding. But and then you can also see I did throw some wand curls into this hair, but I did not end up liking it. I had a goal, but it didn't end up working out, so you'll see me later on in this video kind of shift gears, but in the end it's going to turn out cute, I promise. Now I'm just using an eyebrow razor to cut off that excess lace. The reason I'm using the eyebrow razor is because it doesn't give me that much control as far as cutting off the lace, and the more jagged that your cut is when cutting the lace, the more natural it tends to look, rather than just cutting a straight line with just regular scissors. So just make sure you use an eyebrow razor and be careful not to cut yourself. Alright, so now I'm just taking my scissors and cutting off some of that excess lace. You can still see like the separation between my skin and the lace, just because the lace is a bit darker due to it getting stained on that second round of coloring, but that's okay. I'm just going to apply some more makeup over that lace, and we're going to try to melt that in a little bit more. This is all a work in process, so bear with me here. Alright, now I'm going to section off the hair that I want to use for my baby hairs, and you'll also see me do a little bit more plucking as well. So yeah, once I do section off those baby hairs, I'm going to kind of braid those, off to the side, and I'm going to take some more of my Got to Be Glued Free spray and spray that lace down just to see if I can melt it a little bit more before I start laying out those baby hairs. Alright, so I'm back from blow drying that down, and the lace is looking a little better. Like, it's looking a little more melted. It doesn't look as dark as it used to, so I'm kind of happy about that. But now I'm going to take my hot comb and smooth out some of those stray hairs, and I'm going to start prepping to lay down my baby hairs. to lay down my baby hairs, I'm going to be using my Nairobi mousse and just a regular rat tail comb, and I'm lightly brushing the hair away from my face, and I'm trying to create the baby hairs that I like. I don't really like too much in terms of baby hair because I want it to look as natural as possible, but yeah, feel free to take your time on this part, freestyle, do whatever you want. Once I am satisfied with molding the baby hairs, I'm just going to tie that down with a regular scarf and blow dry that again on like cool, warm air for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, y'all, so it's the next day. I got tired of dealing with this hair, so I slept on it, and then I woke up the next morning, and as you can see, like, those wand curls have fallen out, but that's okay, because like I said, I didn't like them, and I'm going to take this a whole different direction. You'll also see that my baby hairs got messed up in my sleep just a little bit, so don't mind that either, but it's all good. So yeah, just bear with me here. So I'm going to go ahead and brush this hair out. Like I said, I did not like those wand curls that I had. Originally, I was trying to go for this cute wand curl look that Arrogant Tay did on Jada, but that just did not work out for me. So I'm going to brush out those curls, and I'm just going to throw in some, simple flat iron curls. You'll see me kind of work through that now. But yeah, I thought in the end it turned out pretty cute, but it wasn't what I was originally wanting to do, if that makes sense.
Perfect.
look at that volume and look at that lace. I mean, y'all, I'm just so happy with myself because that lace was a struggle since it got a little stained on that second round of coloring. So I'm just really pleased. But now I'm just going to take my liquid mousse spritz and just spray that along my part and use my hot comb to lay down any stray hairs that are sticking up. And this will also help me to further define my part as well. Now I'm just taking some more of that Nairobi mousse and fixing up my baby hairs because, like I said, they got messed up in my sleep. I guess I slept way too hard the night before or something, but yeah, I'm just going to take that mousse, smooth that out, and I'm just going to tie that scarf over it and blow dry that on cool like warm air for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, so here is the final look. I am in love with how this color turned out, and I'm also so proud of myself for still being able to work with this lace even though it got stained in that second round of coloring. And I'm also in love with these flat iron curls. I mean, look at that volume that it created. But anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate your support. Like, you have no idea. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about the video below. I'm always open to any feedback. But until next time, I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.